Hi everybody, it's Michelle, and today I kind of wanted to give you an idea of how things are going with my planners, and I am sitting here surrounded trying to figure out if I want to switch or if I want to stay in this book right here. And this is kind of a compilation of some of the things I've gathered this year. It's not everything, but it's what I'm considering right now, so let's take a look. I started out the year in my Hobonichi here, and it was actually this book, and this one was coming apart, and so Hobonichi sent me a replacement book, and I took the pages I used out of here and taped them into my new book, which is in here. But I haven't touched this all summer. Since the end of May, I haven't used this book at all. It's been sitting in my bag right there, kind of waiting to see if I was going to use it again. So I stopped using the Hobonichi and thought I was going to switch into the Erin Condren, which did not work for me at all. I don't even have it over here right now. It's put away over there on the shelves. I do make accessories for the Erin Condren, and I love the way people decorate their books. It's just so pretty. I like to watch all the Plan With Me videos. It just doesn't work for me for a planner. So after moving back out of the Erin Condren, I did try to use a binder system for a while. I had the Franklin Covey Ava binder, which is a gorgeous binder, and I got a super deal on it from Amazon. I think I did a video on that. If you want to go back and look on my list, I did a review of that when I did get it, but I can never seem to stay in a binder system. I don't know what it is. I like the bound books. So in the end of May, I went back to bullet journaling, just totally everything in this one book, and this was May through the end of August, and in September I moved into a new book and I just do the bullet journaling in here, and everything is in this book, which is working out pretty well. But now I'm thinking about switching out to a different book, or possibly going back into a binder, which I don't know I want to do that because it never works. But I have some options right now, and I will show you what those are. So one of the things that I did put together before I moved into this book, I thought about possibly using this one. It is one of the Miguel Ruiz journals, the big fat ones that I think it's like 300 pages in here, and it is grid paper, and it's A5 size. It usually has a floppy like leatherette cover, and I covered it up with chipboard and scrapbook paper just to make it like a hardbound book. And I did start because I thought this would be excellent for the school year, that I could run it from the beginning of the school year to the end of the school year, where when the kids are in school. But there is something about the paper, just, you know, of course it is wider than the Moleskine. Just a little bit, because this is A5 and this is not. It's the same height, but this book down here is just a little wider. But I have gotten so used to the cream colored paper, and it has a lighter grid on here too, that the white paper seems to just be so hard on my eyes. And I had that same problem with this that I put together. This was just a very cheap composition book that I turned into a bullet journal, and it's large. But I think the white paper with the darker grid line, I just couldn't handle it. It was hard on my eyes. So that is over there in my, but I really need to clean my bag. It's getting so messy and disorganized. But this one here is still an option. I can still use this if I want. Another thing I've considered is just going back into my Hobonichi. I have so many unused pages in this book, and so if I were to start it back now, it would be around here, and I have this much left as far as the daily pages. And I could always use these blank pages here just for note-taking, and that's something that I'm considering, because the one thing that I love about the Hobonichi is I have to have a monthly view. And I love the weekly view. I just absolutely love it. This is something that I put in all of my bullet journals. And so if I have my monthly and my weekly, and then I thought about just using these without the date and just using it as if I had a blank sheet with a bullet journal. Now, the last thing I considered was possibly going back into a Filofax. This is the A5 Finsbury. It is the very first Filofax that I purchased, and it's gorgeous. It really is. It's heavy and bulky. I wouldn't be able to carry it around with me, but that's okay. But I thought about pulling apart this book and punching it and putting it into my Filofax. I did that at the end of last year with my Hobonichi from 2014, and I put it into an A5 Filofax. So right now that might really work for me, having this taken apart and put in this book. I could use this for all of my planning activities and note-taking, and I could go back to just putting my daily memory type of stuff into the Hobonichi that's bound, and it'll be all together all in one spot. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, or I can just stay in this book and keep doing it, and just that be that, which is probably what I'll end up doing. But there are always options, and I do know that next year I will not be buying all of this stuff. If anything, I will buy me another Hobonichi and some more Moleskine journals and keep up my bullet journaling, possibly with a Hobonichi. So we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys are coming along with your plans for 2016 and what you plan on using. I know winter brings about, you feel like you want to have your system ready for next year, and so that's kind of what I'm going through right now. But we will see what happens. Alright, you guys, y'all have a great day, and I will see you next time.